Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Andrew Deaker from Anything Blows. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well, as he does prediction videos and amazing interviews with boxers, MMA fighters, and just the lot really. And yeah, glad to get you on.
Thank you, Sam. Good to be back on and good to do another prediction with you.
Yes, mate. And we've got a good, and we are predicting the Idris Virgo v Aaron Chalmers, the Misfit show tomorrow night in Newcastle. We've got a decent card. We'll talk about Pulley Afi v Spartan Small J, and I'll let you start with it.
Oh, wow. So I've heard a lot from a lot of people about Pulley Arif. He wasn't successful against Dean the Great, but he is a great combatant, great fighter, and he trains hard. However, I don't know much about small Spartan J. One thing I will say, he does look fearless. He may be small, but that doesn't mean anything. You can be Andy Ruiz, you can be fat, you can be small. It doesn't matter. Physique and body types do not win fights. It is what comes down to on the night. Honest to God, I feel like small Spartan J will surprise a lot of people, but I think if Pulley doesn't get hurt in the earlier rounds, he's got it late on and he'll probably win it via decision.
So, yeah, 4 rounds. I mean, Pulley didn't he wasn't amazing against Dean the Great, but he did show quite a bit of heart in that fight. And he is all right. I mean, small Spartan J, you may not know much about him. I haven't seen him fight, but I've heard he's been training, he sparred Alfie Clegg, and he's in the gym with like the likes of Yusuf Kamari and stuff. So I mean, he's at least got to be half decent if he's in the gym with the likes of them fighters. I reckon he will surprise a few people. I don't think it's not many people are at that weight, so you get matched hard straight away. But I reckon Pulley should have this one. It's 4-rounder. You know what? I'll go 39-37 to Pulley. So 3 rounds to 1 to Pulley. But I'm rooting for small Spartan J, if I'm completely honest.
100%, and it's hard to score these misfits cards because you never know which way the judges are going to have it.
That'd be a decent fight, I reckon. Then you've got AJ Bunker v Lil Belsey. I mean, you've had Lil Belsey on before. I'm not gonna lie, but I haven't seen her fight. I think I've seen Bunker. Who did she fight last?
She fought Astrid Webb, but she's also fought Elle Brooke as well.
Oh yeah, so she lost both of them. What one was the close one she had earlier this year?
It was the Astrid one earlier this year.
Yeah, that was closer, and then Elle just beat her by quite a bit. But yeah, she's all right. I'd like to see how Lil Belsey gets on against her because it's for the Misfits Super Bantam title. Do you think the winner will probably fight Elle Brooke again, or what do you think about that fight? And do you think the winner will get Elle Brooke?
I feel like Elle Brooke paraded yesterday's press conference with the title, so she believes she's a world champion. In my eyes, if AJ Bunker wins it, what is there to gain? Of course, she gets the title, so Elle's gonna want that back, but it's not gonna do her justice unless something's changed for AJ. But I could see that with Lil Belsey as well. New combatant. She's a very tall girl for the weight. She's different as well because she did fight in London. Lil Kimchi was all right, but yeah, I'd like to see what she does in Australia versus the UK. So let's see what happens there.
I think I remember Belsey now. I've seen her fight that once. Yeah.
Yeah, she was on 007, the KSI Fournier card.
Oh yeah, I think I watched her fight. Yeah, I mean she did. She was a clear. Wait, didn't she get the stoppage, or is it?
I think it was a decision win. It was a clean decision win.
Yeah, but she beat her quite easily.
Yeah.
I reckon this fight, it won't be amazing, but I mean, because the female, no offense to the female Misfits fighter, they aren't amazing. But I reckon AJ Bunker. I prefer to see Lil Belsey win due to the fact, because if AJ Bunker v Elle Brooke wasn't even a great fight in my opinion, and I don't really want to see that again. But I'll probably rooting for the underdog, but I reckon AJ Bunker Not sure on the scorecard, but I reckon AJ Bunker will win. But it won't surprise me if it goes either way.
And just before you move on, AJ didn't even fight the best Elle. So could you imagine if she's coming back to fight the best Elle Brooke? Then it's completely. I'm not going to be disrespectful to her, but the female pool is so small. So there's only a few high-level girls. The girls are coming in right now, but I feel like Elle, Lil Belzy, AJ, Astrid, there's probably a few more around that are at the very top. Otherwise, they're just contenders.
And wait, before we move on, you haven't given a prediction, so.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm going for Queen Bee. I'm going for my Aussie girl, Lil Belzy. Although you always want to back a Brit, but I've got Lil Belzy shocking a lot of people, and I feel like in my eyes, it's not really a shock, but she's on away soil, and I think she'll get a second win on British soil.
I agree with you. It won't be a shock, and I said it wouldn't surprise me if it goes either way. But I would favour AJ Bunker at this moment in time, if you get what I mean. But it'll be an all right fight. Then you've got Gabriel Silva v Ben Davis. Of course, Gabriel, is he the son of Anderson Silva or?
He is, but you've gone in the wrong order, Sam. So I don't know what you're reading off. You might be reading off BoxRec, but the next bout would be Callum Izzard versus OJ Rose.
Oh, well, we'll come back to that one in a minute. OJ Rose v Callum Lizard. You start with it.
So I'm going to be completely honest with you. Having OJ on the channel, OJ is great. OJ shocked me and proved to the world we can do anything. He defeated Kimbo Slice Jr., Baby Slice, and he was a 25-1 underdog. Imagine if you would have put £100 or $100 on that, you'd be rich by now. But no, in all honesty, all seriousness, it goes to show that it doesn't matter if you're a TikToker, it doesn't matter if you're a YouTuber, influencer, being put in there with a professional MMA fighter and a boxer that's boxed and a son of a legend is unreal. Callum Izzard, I'll be very honest with you. I've seen him here and there on celebrity TV shows. Don't know much about him. Although at yesterday's presser, he strikes me like he's a joker. He looks scared. But OJ, he didn't flinch. Mamba mentality. So breaking his fight down, if take away what OJ's done against Kimbo, because that's legendary, right? Take away what Callum Izzard's done. This is a fight versus a fight. I feel like Callum is very underestimating OJ. It's not just about having 500,000 followers and someone else having 10,000. It's more the fact that he's underestimating him. He's thinking, oh, he's just getting an American guy coming over. I think it's going to be far less from that. It's going to be a very, very close fight. And if I'll be honest, I'll be surprised if it enters a fourth round. So I'm going to have OJ Rose winning by third round knockout.
And again, I'm gonna actually no, we're not going to agree. I'm going to say round 2 to AJ Rose.
To OJ Rose.
OJ,
yeah.
sorry, not AJ.
So yeah, we are agreeing. We're just not agreeing on the round.
Yes, I'll go round 2. You have round 3.
3.
And now is it Gabriel Silva v Ben Davis?
It's Simba versus Master Uguay, which I believe it's actually changed now, because I think Master Uguay's fighting the guy that's out of Shoot Fighters, a big guy. I don't know if his name's Simba as well, but
I don't know. I'll just go
But you see the mystery opponent that came? That's who Master Uguay's fighting. So yeah.
Again, can't lie. Don't know any of them. I'm just gonna go with Master Uguay.
I would like to go with Arms. I believe Arms is his name. Obviously, trains like Shoot Fighters. Got Idris got KSI there. It's a hard on because Master Uguay has been preparing for 8 weeks, where the other opponent has only been preparing for 2 weeks. So yeah, gonna agree with you, Master Uguay. Decision, let's say, because I don't think anyone gets stopped. They're both big guys.
Yeah, I reckon points as well. So I reckon a shutout win for Master Uguay and 40-36.
Love it. Same with you. Yeah.
And now is it Gabriel Silva v Ben Davis? I do believe it is.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I've been talking about that. I mean, Gabriel, is he the son of Anderson?
He is a biological son. He is a real son, along with a few of his brothers. Yeah, he is the actual son.
For him, the stakes must be high. I mean, people have got to be looking at him like the likes of Campbell Atten, the pressure's on him due to his dad. Chris Eubank had that as junior did, and so did Conor Benn. He's another one who's got because his dad was so great in like MMA. Not the best boxer sort of. Because against Jake, I mean, but yeah, he's got big reps. I think he is an MMA fighter. I do believe. He does, and I don't know why he's in this. Maybe because of the money, but yes, I do believe Gabriel people will look at them and say Ben doesn't not really comes from a fighting background, would you say?
Yeah, 100%.
But and Gabriel does, so people would expect Gabriel to do it. But Ben's been confident in the build-up, hasn't he?
100%. And you know what? Having him on the channel, he's fearless. Look, at the end of the day, it is Anderson Silva's son, but it's not Anderson, it's Gabe. So
yeah,
it's a tough one. If I want to break it down the way I'd break it down, if you're looking from the outside view that you've never heard these guys before, you go Anderson Silva's son against a play-by-play commentator, which, cool, you'd go with Anderson Silva's son. At the end of the day, I feel something that strikes me, when someone is fearless and isn't afraid to lose, then they've got nothing to lose. So I'm going to go with Ben Davis on this one. And I'm going to agree with him on this one. He's going to win by robbery. Well, robbery. He's going to win by decision, whether fans agree or don't agree.
And I reckon Gabriel Silva, as much as I would like to see Ben do it, but I reckon Gabriel round 2.
Yeah, man, he's got the power.
Ben's got heart, and I can't wait to see that fight. That arguably that could steal the night. It's a good fight. Yeah.
100%.
And then it's Ashley Raksu v Halaham.
Halaham, yeah.
Halaham, let's be honest, ain't great.
Vidal Riley was going to call him a journeyman in boxing, an influencer boxing, until he saw his record. He's 3-2 or 3-1. Look, I would kind of agree with that statement. He's there for the show. He's a great guy, but he also does come to fight. He's one of those people that you can't judge by what he does on the presses. He was playing COD or Call of Duty. So.
Well, I love that the fact that he eats the sausage rolls, the Greggs at the weigh-in. Rate that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Greg sausage roll. And you know what? If I put this fight down, I mean, Ashley Raksu, look, again, X Factor winner versus Halaham influencer. Again, who would I have winning? I feel like Ashley Raksu had a great performance against King Kenny. I'm not taking anything away from it, but it was a poor King Kenny. So if he fought King Kenny now, I feel like he would stand no chance, respectfully. Well, not no chance, but it wouldn't have been the same matchup as it was. Now, Halaham has been there since the very beginning of influencer boxing. I believe he fought on Joe Willer versus KSI, if not Logan Paul versus KSI. So yeah, look, he's got the experience, and he has shocked a lot of fighters as well. I think it was DTG or I can't remember the name, but yeah, it was one of those guys.
Yeah, we did on the it was, I forgot, JMX.
It was a JMX card, yeah, the Swing Glove versus Sherdley's card. Again, who I'd like to see ring, I'd like to see Ashley Raksu win, but who I think could win is Halaham, unless Ashley has to win every single round. He can't give away rounds in this fight. So who am I going with is Halaham, but I think Ashley will do it, but I think Halaham has a better of him.
I think Halaham's been poor. Hasn't seen the best in him. Maybe he's improved since we saw it last time against Ginty, but Ginty was in control at that fight. And I do believe a shutout points win. I think it's only a 3-round fight, and 30 to 28 or 7, I think it is. But yeah, every round to Raksu. I just think he's too quick for him, and Halaham's bit robotic. Not brilliant in my opinion, not the best of them. Then you've got your co-main event. You've got Bayes Temper, the silly boy Ginty.
Yeah, silly boy, as you say. I'm not going to butcher that because I feel like I'll end up having a voice crack. But Ginty, I've heard a lot of him. I've heard from JMX in person. I've heard from watching Vidal Riley and stuff. He was there from the very beginning with KSI and stuff. I think it was either West Ham ABC or somewhere else, but they trained there for a long time. He rocked JMX, which is crazy to say.
And he dropped him.
Yeah, he dropped him.
And the amount of heart he showed in that fight and bravery, and he dropped JMX, who I thought JMX would wipe him out in the first round. I underestimated him that night. But yeah, he put him down. And even though he didn't get the result, put JMX down. Then he comes back, fights Halaham. I think he had a fight before
Yeah, I think he had a
MX
fight in between. Yes.
that he won. I think it was against Luke Bennett, but I don't like look that up because I'm probably wrong. But I think it was Luke Bennett. I forgot what he told me, but yes, I would like to see Ginty do it. He looked calm and composed against Halaham. That was a good performance as far as it goes. I think he looked all right. I thought good performance from him. Face temper, I do believe. I mean, we have seen weaknesses in face temper. I mean, with the Slim fight and the KSI one. I mean, the chin for FaZe temper is not the greatest. Because every time, I mean, Slim's knockout on him and so was KSI's was brutal. Both of them was brutal.
Yeah.
I do believe FaZe did come back and fought over Flow, was it?
Yeah, was it the one he knocked out on a Nashville show?
Yes, I think it was, and he knocked him out first round or something. And then I think he's 3-2. He's all right. He's all right. You know, he had some success against Slim. He's as far as influencer boxer goes, he's all right.
And he has Malik Scott in his corner. Well,
I was about to say that. Yes, he does train with Malik Scott, who of course trains Deontay Wilder and Washington, I do believe.
Yeah.
So 2 good fighters. But yeah, as much as I want they both say this is ending in a knockout, which I love. They're both going in there for the kill. There's been good build up this like the press was good from both these. I'm gonna say around 3 knockout. I'll let you break it down a bit more.
Look, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, you take into consideration that he's lost to Slim. You take into consideration that he's lost to KSI. KSI, in my opinion, is up there with, well, now this is a crucial one because people say Logan Paul hasn't fought, but with Logan Paul, Jake Paul, all these guys, he is at the very top of the YouTube tier list. For me, every single fight is different, but it has shown that he has been cracked and he has been knocked down. Ginty, or it's Ginty, but people butcher it sometimes. I will say that is unafraid. Like, he looks more riled up than possible. And you know what? Last night's or yesterday's press conference was one of the calmest Misfits press conference. Apart from Gabe and Ben coming face to face, there wasn't really much to it. So at the end of the day, who do I think wins? I feel like for Ginty not to be afraid of Malik Scott, not to be afraid of FaZe temper, he goes to show that he's coming in there for himself. He's not looking at an opponent saying, oh, you've got a big name, you've got a big following. No. So as long as I'd like to see FaZe win, and he probably could win this in the second or the third, I want to see Ginty win this. And it could go all-out war, or it could be stopped very early on, depending on how the pace is. So I've got Ginty winning decision, if not third round knockout, but it just depends how the earlier rounds start. So yeah, I've got Ginty.
I want Ginty to win, but it's whether who lands that big shot first for me to get to whoever lands that first big shot to knock them out. I reckon FaZe temper round 3, but wouldn't surprise me if it goes either way. But I can't see it going the distance. But I think definitely a knockout in this fight, and I hope Ginty wins. Now now going on in the main event, you've got 12-1 pro boxer Idris Virgo. Then you've got Aaron. I think he's 2-0 in Misfits. Aaron Chalmers beating Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor, and I can't think. I think that might be his only fight.
Did he not fight Kiva Crosby on that Kingpin card in Ireland?
Oh, that was Aaron.
Oh.
That was Aaron Chalmers. Yeah, that was him. He's also fought Floyd Money Mayweather in the exhibition. I mean, come on. That was just painful to watch. And some of the Misfits card, no offense to the fighters, because fair play for them to even getting in the ring, but some of them are boring to watch, these Misfits fights. Some of them a bit boring. But because of course Idris has beat Nathan Jr., Poochie, just likes them lot in the journeyman scene. He has been a pro. He's been there, done it. Well, not really. Well, he hasn't won a title, but you know what I mean. being in the pro scene. Aaron, I think he was 1-0 in the pros. Fought Mayweather. That will be a good. That's a good experience for him. Not gonna lie, sharing the ring with Floyd Mayweather live at the O2 Arena. That's good for him. Idris Virgo. I mean, bit of a weird one with him. I think he's turned into a bit of Tommy Fury. I mean, we might do a Tommy Fury KSI prediction, like when the fight.
Yeah, when the time comes, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. But yeah, Idris Virgo's sort of coming to like Tommy now. I think he's just there for the misfits now. You would agree he's sort of just flipped his career on his head. Of course, he was on Love Island, then because he's a bit of fame, so on Misfits and for the money. But yeah, it is 5 rounds for some reason. I don't like these the 5-3 rounds. But again, it's only exhibition. It's only Misfits boxing. But again, I think there's a bit of needle again between these two. But surely you would favour Idris Virgo based on experience and the whole thing. Or will Aaron do it based on his experience with Mayweather? I mean, you've got to have some balls to step in there with arguably the greatest boxer of all, well, one of the greatest boxers of all time. But again, he didn't really want to fight. But who would want to fight Floyd Mayweather, especially? But I mean, I'm favouring Idris Virgo here. I reckon he'll stop him in round 2. I reckon Idris Virgo round 2.
Stoppage. I think I'll go a lot longer than that, but I will agree with Idris. As long as I want the hometown boy, the Geordie boy, to win it, I just feel like Idris isn't going to take this fight. And look, we come into factors: the A side, the B side. Idris, again, in the pro scene, isn't having the best of experiences, so he's come over to Misfits, got a fight here. This builds his publicity, builds his figure. Hopefully, he gets a few more wins on here, and then goes back into the pro scene. So I've got Idris winning it 3rd or 4th round stoppage, and it won't be like a clean, brutal knockout. It'll be like
TKO.
He's knocked him to the ground, or referees have to come
steps on his feet, backing in the corner, and then just ref goes bang over.
Yep.
But it should be an all right card tomorrow night. Let us know what you think. And yeah, thank you for joining me. And make sure you subscribe to Anything Blows.
I was just about to say, don't forget to subscribe to SWS Boxing.
Oh, thank you, mate. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to Endry as well. Thank you for watching. Bye.